What's going on, you guys? Today we're going to be doing an install on some new products that we just got. They're from ProClips USA. One's going to be an iPhone XS Max mount, and the other is going to be a mount used for my Airlift Performance little controller module. Let's get into it. Alright guys, first thing we're going to mount is going to be the XS Max holder. It's a two-piece mount. The location for it is going to be right above your center vents. I found it easiest to use the gap tool that they send you. Create a gap right here. Place this bottom piece into that gap. Release and push it forward. It's going to lock in place and it's going to stay in that spot. Next, you can create a gap up here and push it up and in, and it just snaps right in. You can move this freely, figure out where you want it. The next piece is, if you look on this opposite side, I don't know if you'll be able to get it, but on this opposite side, there's actually a little piece of adhesive that's in there. You can unpeel that and you can make it stick a little bit better to this part of your dash. I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna see how I like the way it sticks without it. If I feel like it's a little bit flimsy, I'm gonna stick that thing on there and make sure that it's good. Next thing after mounting that is gonna be doing your actual mount itself. My wife is using my phone, but what you can do is you can slide your phone in here and you can adjust these to make sure that it's gonna be the right size for your phone. We'll do a quick demo here. Loosen that one a little bit. Loosen that one a little bit. And now it opens and closes freely. You can adjust it. Once you find the sweet spot, tighten them back up and you're good to go. Now to mount this to this piece, you can see here that there's a bunch of assorted holes. Can you see it in the video? Oh yeah, there you go. So there's a bunch of assorted holes. I'm gonna mount so that these four are gonna match these outer four. To get to that point, you're gonna have to remove these two screws and take this entire thing completely off. Once you take off these two little screws right here, your entire mount comes apart. You're able to access just this piece alone without anything in the way or anything like that. You mount this back end right here to it, and then you can reattach that. Next thing you'll see will be it mounted. All right guys, there we go. All four are now in there. Next step is going to be to put back that little guy together and put it back on there. Then we'll test fit with the phone. And there's the finished product. After you add these two screws, you can go ahead and readjust this. All right, and there's the finished piece with the phone on it. I'm gonna smack it around a little bit so you guys see that thing's not gonna go anywhere. Completely adjustable. You twist it around, you can turn it to you, turn it toward your passenger, whatever you need to do. All right guys, next up is going to be the ProClip USA mount that's going to be used for the Airlift Performance controller. It's going to have this weird little angled piece. We'll have the mount itself and then the holder. So those holes that you see in there are not in there when you first get it. You got to send a screwdriver through it to kind of create the holes. It's going to come with these two screws right there. Those screws are going to be what goes into that. All right, the easiest way to go about this is to get your crooked mount first. You're going to see it has this piece of adhesive here. I'm going to do the same concept that I just did with the iPhone Max holder. I'm not going to peel the adhesives unless I feel like it's necessary. So first, you're going to stick it in this way. Pick your mounting point. I choose to go about right here. Pick your mounting point, push it in, then grab it and kind of push it all the way this way until it pops in. Now that it's popped in, it's kind of dark in here. Now that it's popped in, you're gonna see it doesn't really look like it's gonna go anywhere. It's set up perfectly. I'm yanking on it pretty hard. That's not gonna come out. But the adhesive would stick it to the dash and you wouldn't have to worry about it moving. But it feels pretty secure. I'm gonna see how I like it without using the adhesive. Next up is going to be getting the plate. Now the plate you're going to mount to this point right here, and you're going to send those two screws that I just showed you through these points. This also has a piece of adhesive, so if you choose to, you can make it stick to this part. As so, that's essentially how it's gonna sit. Next thing you'll see will be this mounted to that. All right guys, now you can see I sent those two screws in there. It's not going anywhere. That other piece of adhesive, you'll see, it's sitting right there. And it would have been right on this little guy all the way through. Next up is gonna be to mount this to this. You gotta do the same thing that we did for that mount. Disassemble this by taking off these 2 screws. Taking that apart, it's gonna have the same gear looking thing that's in there that's gonna kind of help adjust this open and closed. Once you get access to this, you're gonna use the 4 screws that they sent you and put it in place on that mount. All right, guys, and there's that piece mounted up. All 4 screws are in on that bad boy. Next will be the actual mount itself. All right, guys, and there it is, all mounted up. You tilt this thing whichever way you want. It's completely out of the way. I mean, my knee's not in the way. You can hit this guy too, it's not going anywhere. These mounts are super high quality. I mean, I love them. Here's both of them together right here. Hats off to ProClips. I mean, you guys make some really good products. I mean, these things aren't gonna budge. It's exactly what I was looking for. I hate the vibration. Now I got a nice place to put my controller. Probably should clean up this wiring a little bit, make it look a little bit neater. But hit me with some questions, guys. Let me know what you guys think. ProClipsUSA.com. That's where you can get yours. They sell them for tons of makes and models. This one specifically here is for the 2011 to 2014, I believe, Dodge Challenger. Got a blizzard coming in right now.